Alright, hey guys, welcome back. So my big barrel just got freed up, which means it's time to start a 5-pound bag of something. And I'm going to get started on the Snowflake obsidian. On the Mo scale, this is a 5.5. So yeah, I'm not going to be tumbling these very long. I don't think I'm going to go a full week with these things. I'm just going to let them roll for maybe probably 5 days and then check on them. I just did some peach adventuring. That's what I just pulled out of the barrel. And it ran for a full 7 days, and it came out at about half the size it had gone in. But these are nice and consistent all the way throughout. Got nice colorings all the way through. A few pieces of heavy black, and so far I'm really liking these. Nothing really varying in there, but well, that one's got a lot of color in it there. But yeah, I'm just gonna run these for about 5 days in case, you know, something like that. Really don't want that to disappear. So I mean, you're going after this surface, so if I can get this to pop up in 5 days and without disappearing, that would be great. When you got the big guys like that, I'm not too concerned about. But yeah, they got a little bit of host rock on them. I don't know the hardness on that. We'll see if that grinds away or not. I imagine it will. Ooh, that one's got some cool variants in between the snowflake and the black. Heavy on the black. Another one I'm hoping won't disappear. Got here. Not a whole lot of variation on these. They're not it's not like the peach adventuring where they had all kinds of different hues and colors, but yeah, it's a nice contrast, the white and the black, and it's a fun little piece of obsidian to tumble up. And I've tumbled obsidian before with some really good results, so I'm really looking forward to tumbling this batch. Of course, the batch I tumbled before was hand selected for tumbling, as this probably just came straight from the mine and was dumped into a 5-pound bag and sent to me. But you know, that's what you expect when you buy something. You don't really expect to pay a little extra and have it hand selected for you like I do at Pages there. But yeah, this stuff's really cool. I'm really liking it so far. Another one that runs the risk of disappearing. Yeah, I'm just gonna put like 6 usually I've been running about 6 scoops of grit in there. I think I'm going to do that again of this barrel and just check it in 5 days, like I said. That one's survivability is in question. I'm just going to check to make sure they don't grind away too much. Usually, you know, after 5 days, if I'm opening the barrel and I mean, you got to burp the barrel anyway. But yeah, after 5, ooh, that one's really fun. Nice big chunk. After 5 days, I mean, if the water level is way higher than the rocks, it means it ground a lot down, and I could probably pull them out. But I always reach in and grab a few just to make sure. I really don't want these to disappear on me. Another one might disappear, and you got some shard-like pieces that are typical of obsidian, like you expect with glass, or stone that's a lot like glass. Yeah, and the thin pieces, of course. So, yeah, with any luck, get something nice, and I'll show you the results after, well, either after 5 days or 7 days, however long they last. So, we'll check them after a week. Okay, so I just wrapped up stage 1 with the snowflake obsidian, and believe it or not, I remembered to record this stage. Sorry for the camera bump. So, definitely looking a little different. Time to get these guys moved on into stage 2. I think they're looking all right. I saw a few that had a couple of bumps yet, and it gets to the point where, you know, it's like, do I save them? Do I move them on? And these ones I'm going to move on. I'm feeling okay with that. A little bit of pink came through yet. I don't know if that's host rock or what. I haven't looked that up yet, but that one's pretty much all pink. But it definitely it seemed like clay, so it wore off pretty quick. I mean, obviously there was way more of it if I'm remembering right. Obviously, you just saw it in the video, but it's been a couple of weeks for me. But I think there was a lot more of that pink in those rocks, so who knows, maybe stage 2 will finish grinding all that off. Definitely looks softer. It has a hole in it, a little pitting in there, so definitely softer than the others. And yeah, it's looking good. It was a pretty simple tumble. I think it only took 2 weeks. I'll give you the final number here shortly when I'm done with it. It'll be shortly for you. It'll be a week or two for me, but yeah, I'm just gonna get these into the vibratory tumbler, and these will be done in 9 to 10 days. No, 7 to 8 days. Sorry, I'll think about it for a minute there. My thinky parts ain't working yet. I just woke up. Pretty cool, all in all. Little variations. Some of them obviously are almost all snowflake, whereas some of them have a little bit of more of the black. But so yeah, I'm gonna get through these. You'll see them all at the end of the video, of course, and see if that pink. You'll be able to see if that pink stayed with it or it finished grinding away in other stages. So yeah, particularly stage 2 here. I know stage 2 takes off quite a bit of material yet. So all right, well, I will see you when these are dried off, and well, for you, it's going to be in a couple minutes. For me, it'll be 7 to 8 days, like I said. See you then. All right, finally got these through. Actually, I shouldn't say finally, because it didn't take very long at all. These were really simple tumble. I think 2 weeks was all it took in stage 1 to get these into shape. I suppose if I tumbled it probably another week, I would have gotten rid of that pink, kind of like host rock, I guess. But I really wasn't super concerned, and I was kind of curious to see if stage 2 would take that off. It didn't, of course, because stage 2 doesn't take much material off. But wow, got some eyes in there, really big snowflake there. These, I guess these are called spherulites. Spherulites? I don't know how to pronounce all my words, I guess. And they're clusters of quartz crystals. I guess as the magma was cooling, had water in it, and as the water evaporated out, it allowed quartz to flow back in and make kind of needle-like clusters. I guess called these little structures are called crystallolites. Dropping them. And they are pretty uniform in color. I mean, I thought the peach aventurines were uniform, but these guys are definitely, yeah. But it is kind of neat to see different formations of the crystals on them. These are probably the #1 most requested obsidian that I have. I had tumbled up just some regular obsidian, just straight up black obsidian last year. And as I displayed it in my chalet, it was like everybody, as soon as I said obsidian there, do you have snowflake obsidian? It was an inevitable question. So I'm glad to have some done, and they turned out just as good as that other obsidian. I mean, just as easy. In fact, if I'm going to continue my rating system with these, they would be probably 1 being the toughest to tumble, 5 being easiest. These would probably be more like a 4 for stage 1, maybe 4.5 even, because these, oh gosh darn, keep dropping things. Because I mean, only 2 weeks in stage 1, and that's not even all of them. I mean, my system, of course, I take out the ones that look like they polished out, or they got smooth, and I set them aside for stage 2 while I tumble the rest for 1 more go. And I don't think I even had half of them for for the second week in stage 1. So really easy to tumble in stage 1. Their difficulty to finish, they were crazy simple. Again, I use the vibratory tumbler on these, so I can't vouch for rotary tumbling them. But they just went into that tumbler and went smooth as silk. So that would be a 5 as far as, you know, I'm concerned on these. And the difficulty to get a shine on them. I mean, obviously you can see the shine is all but flawless. Ooh. Nope, that's just a divot. I could have spent a little more time in stage 1, but for a second there, I thought I am tumbling up some Apache's Tears right now that have a little bit of flash, hematite flash in them, which is really cool. Or Schiller's effect, I guess you'd call it. And I thought maybe one of these had picked that up too, but no such luck. Yeah, I didn't cut any of these, so I couldn't tell you what they are to work with on a saw, if they fracture easy or not. They are obsidian, so I guess they would be a little more difficulty on a saw. But yeah, their appearance, again, they are very uniform, but at the same time, they're not. I mean, yeah, the snowflakes, okay, yeah. But you get 2 stones like this. I mean, that is a lot of variation between the 2 types of crystals. You got big crystals on one, you got tiny ones on the other. Just nice little tight clusters, and then the big ones. So, yeah, a lot of fun. I would probably give these, I don't know. I might go with a 4 on these ones, too. Of course, I would reserve 5 for the, you know, the absolutely stunning agates that everybody wants to see. Lake Superior agates and a good quality Lake Superior agate, the Botswana agates, that sort of thing. So, and then, so overall, these are probably going to be right up there around probably a 5. I mean, they look great. Easy to get a shine on. They're easy to go through the tumbler. I mean, if you can get your hands on these as a starter tumbler, you know, if you got kids and everybody's impatient to see, you know, the final stone, they want to sit there and watch the tumbler roll for a month before they see us, you know, something coming out. These would definitely be a good choice. Of course, again, I don't know how they would tumble, rotary tumble, but I imagine if you were to just make sure they're surrounded nice and tight by media, like a ceramic media as they go around, this would probably make sure they don't fracture, and it would probably get the same results. I don't know if I would try it without some sort of filler around them to keep them tight together so there's not, you know, isn't fracturing or breaking, but because obviously there were a lot of chips that came off. I mean, I got a lot of little pieces here on the table, on the towel yet, so another one that might have benefited for a little more time in stage 1, but at the same time, what do you get? What are you left with after that? There's not going to be much left of that stone. So, yep, little host rock on that one. Not quite as pretty, but yeah. So definitely a fun stone. You get a chance, I would definitely work with these. They're a lot of fun. Like I said, I've tumbled obsidian before. I've tumbled Apache's. I'm tumbling Apache's Tears now, and obsidian is just really fun to work with. Nice and easy. It's not crazy difficult. I mean, I've heard some people say it's very difficult, but I don't know. I've never experienced that myself. If you have, of course, let me know in the comments. But definitely one of the easier minerals I've had to work with. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next video. I got a few DIY projects and everything else coming up, and yeah, some more tumbles, and I will see you then. Bye.